Sorry about that. Oh, yep, we died for 2.5 seconds. I'm sorry about that. That's how shit blows.
Same.
Hold on. Just make sure we're live. All right. We are good. We're back on. Sorry about that, guys. We are faking you out. We are all coming back in live now. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Pen and Paper Pod. We're joined here tonight by the Eldritch Sniper, Sikes, played by Tanner.
Hello.
The Pale Death Cleric, Silver, played by Chesh.
It's me.
The slow-walking, fast-drawing Turtle, Sniff, played by Justin.
What's up?
The quick-fingered and fluffy-eared Savannah, played by Ange.
Oh.
The ancient and crotchety life cleric, played by Karina. I gotta come up with a better one for you too at the end. I'm so sorry. Like you guys do a lot of work, and I'm just like, nah, ancient and crotchety. That's all I'm going with. And the awakened wolf turned monk Alpha.
Oh.
And we may or may not be joined by our special guest Cody later on in the night as Val, but we shall see. I'm sure he will arrive soon. He's on his way home, and we'll see if how that's going. But first, we're going to have a quick recap and then a word from our sponsor for the week. So I'm so excited. So what you guys want first? You want to recap or do you want to hear from our sponsor? I'll let you guys pick. Come on. Sponsor. That was the right answer in case you guys were wondering. Here we go.
You awake to find yourself still alive. Well, that's one good thing. You sit up and instantly regret that you had. Your entire body lights up in pain, and you look around. You see the corpses of your fallen companions. That's right. The fireball had killed the rest of them. They're gone. No time for tears now. Need to get away. You look around. This part of the swamp lies deep within the wilderness, far from any help. If it had killed all your friends, how are you still alive? As if in answer to your question, you hear a twig snap. And you turn and face Melandris, the drow that you'd been chasing. He wasn't responsible for the disaster, but was just the job you and your friends were hired for. He stands in front of you with his arms crossed, leaning on a tree. They got your friends too, eh? Well, looks like we're both stranded out here, I guess, for the time being. That makes us friends. So, what would you like to do? Hey there, listener. I know you're itching to get back to the stories being shared here on the Pen and Paper Podcast. I wanted to steal the mic for a second to tell you about my show called How to Be a Better DM. You're here because you love the stories and tales on the Pen and Paper Podcast. I'm here to help you start to create your own stories as well. My name is Justin Lewis, and me and my cohort Tanner Wayland help you learn how to weave better stories for yourself and your friends as you DM sessions of D&D 5e, no matter what your experience level is. If you want to learn how better to immerse your players into a world of your own making, head on over to betterdungeonmaster.com/thepenandpaperpod or anywhere podcasts are heard and look up How to Be a Better DM. I'd recommend starting with episode 2, 5 Things Every Dungeon Master Should Remember. In the meantime, though, let's get back to Behold the Roll.
All right. Thank you very much to our sponsor. We're going to go ahead and get started on our recap for this week, guys. Does anyone want to take the recap for me? Or I got one written. Are you ready for this? I'm not handing out advantages for this, though, so you guys got to watch out, because I have been told I am stingy with advantage. Well, not now, but I want to talk to you guys, too. We need to make a reference if we're going to play by our new 1D&D rules, where you automatically get advantage every time you roll in that 20.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to talk about that, because they have some new rules for crit fails. We should talk about it offline, though. Let's get to the episode. Sorry. Our Outlanders, a group of people who have been transported to a strange land shrouded in mist where the sun and stars never shine. They are now trapped in an endless cycle of rebirth until they go mad or complete a mission given to them by a god of death and his servants, Giblin and Beak. Having undefeated the first of 4 cardinal beasts, our Outlanders journeyed on, making friends with a newly turned werewolf that really wanted to eat tri-turtle soup and eventually come to the small hamlet of Farrington, a sleepy village cursed with a slasher. Having befriended the local friar, they are shocked when, in a turn, the friar murders an official of Necropolia for an unknown reason. The group then leaves town, headed to Necropolia to find answers. And on their journey to Necropolia in the previous episode, which is featured here, thank you, AI Art. This is the hamlet of Farrington. And then they managed to run into a local adventurer by the name of Val, who was fighting an undead Legion 19, which they managed to make short work of by dispensing with their leader and causing the further skeletons to fall apart. Of course, here we have Val looking sexy. I need to comicify him like I did the rest of everybody else's avatars, but we'll work on that. They then camped out for the night, and there was a mystical moment between Silver and the undead. And Silver, I want to make a note that I did. I altered in your character sheet your weapon. If you want to take a look at it, it is now much better. You should take a look. You look shocked. I'm sorry. I needed to send you a note, and that's my bad. I'm realizing I did it without asking, but we'll get back to that later.
No, the sound cut out, and I was like, "What's going on?"
Oh, sorry. No, the weapon. I homebrewed the Stygian lamp, and it is now in your inventory.
Yeah, I see the devotees sensor. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. And so you managed to get that as your icon. You also came across a sword-wielding Tyrannosaurus Rex that you chose rather foolishly not to interact with. Like, there's so much backstory there, guys. I'm just telling you. I wrote so much about the giant Tyrannosaurus Rex wielding a sword. It's like skipping Arcturus and Bloodborne. You just don't do that, right? Like, obviously bad things are going to happen, but that's okay. I'm just, I judge all of you so much. Like, I could not have. But anyways, we're going to move on. I'm joking, of course. And then, of course, Sikes was attacked from long distance by Pax Notley, his rival, who shot him with a rocket arrow. With Sniff managed to, I think it was actually Savannah who actually managed to extract the weapon from his side, and then Sniff managed to chuck it with I think it was a crit chuck out into the woods to cause it to explode. So nobody died, and you guys moved on for the day, and now we're back on the open road. As you guys are moving on, you have 3 more days to the capital of Necropolia. Are you guys going to continue on? And what kind of pace do you guys want to move on? Do you want to move at a fast pace, a slow pace, or a medium pace? Everybody's favorite. And by that I mean we're going to roll a d20 for encounters, and if you move at a fast pace, you'll have disadvantages to perception, that sort of thing, to know if there's ambushes, stuff like that. If you move at a medium pace, then you would get advantage to perception and other things like that if you move at a slow pace.
Hey, Jack, there's a bit of echo on your stream.
Oh, there's an echo on stream? Thank you guys so much.
But I say fast pace.
Oh, thanks guys for just telling me. My bad.
I say fast while the sun is out.
I think we were going fast before. We'd probably maintain the same pace.
Oh, sweet.
I agree.
Yeah. I
We
think
have
as
our
it
furry
starts
friends
to get
along
dark
with
though.
us too. Salem and Bojangles.
Benjamin.
Test.
Bojangles, I'm sorry.
Oh man.
We need another dog. Someone needs to roll a 20.
Yeah, it needs to 10.
We need more 20s on our D100.
Make it a pack.
More animals. We're gonna get a bird next, though, I think. From what's happening.
No birds.
I don't know how I feel about birds.
Yeah, we're not. I'm not letting you guys do that again. And I'm sorry, I'm desperately trying to fix this issue as we roll here, guys. My bad.
Is that intentional?
Really want us to pay attention. God voice, Jack.
Oh, that is not intentional. How about now? Is everything okay? Oh, let me double check. I can hear.
Where's that cat filter?
Yep, that fixed it. Sorry about that. If you guys want to do it, I'm going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Sounds good on stream.
Yeah, it's all good. We fixed the issue. Holy crap! Thank you, Trevor. I really appreciate it, and thank you for catching that. That would have been really, really annoying to try to listen back to. You guys saved my butt because I listen to all your audios, and I don't typically listen to my own damn self. R.I.P. Fireball, homies. Yo, same here. Getting a major echo.
We
and
can't hear you,
I
Jack.
can't hear you now, Jack. Like us, your players.
Test.
Hey.
Test. Oh my god, I hate everything in life.
Yeah, that's working.
Works on this end.
Yeah, but it works here on stream for some unknown reason. Testing. It worked for you, not for them, Trevor. All right, guys. Just take a second here while we try to figure and sort some issue. I gotta sort some stuff that's going back to the stream. So let's go ahead and have a campfire real quick here. If you guys can talk to yourself for just 20 seconds here while I try to do this.
Okay.
Are we gonna try and hunt down Paxley since he shot you? Or are we just gonna wait until we see him next?
I mean, of course, we're trying to track him down, but it's just, I'm so tired of this back and forth with him, you know? I shoot, you kill, shoot. Like, it's just always back and forth.
He didn't only target you, he targeted the whole group this time.
Ugh. Yeah.
Test.
May have been because we helped torture him, but
Yeah.
you know,
He's angered a couple
Things
more
happen.
souls.
I'm so sorry for this.
Torture.
He rightfully deserved, but I'm so sorry for what happened. I didn't want you guys to be in trouble. That's what I'm saying.
Glad you're alright.
I'm glad you're all alright. Thank you, Savannah and Sniff. Y'all acted so fast. Thank you so much for saving me. That was
I almost killed you, but I'm glad you're okay.
a potato.
Oh yeah, bomb, injury, nothing.
Yeah, I'm glad it was off me regardless. Oh,
Can you guys hear me okay?
I
Would
have
it
to.
have saved us if you'd gone in the door?
Testing.
Well, then it would have
Oh.
exploded in the gourd.
Oh.
Have you had explosive go off in the gourd before?
Once, yes, I did have to ask for a replacement from my Genie.
Oh, you needed a
paycheck.
replacement gourd. Oh.
Yeah, when it happened, it exploded and was
Testing
shattered
1 2.
completely.
Testing 1 2.
Could not be recovered.
Jeez.
I
Yeah.
didn't know it could shatter.
Yeah.
Scary.
Anything bad happen to you if the gourd goes boom?
Well, it does kind of make a big pop explosion, but that's about it. Thankfully, I wasn't near it at the time. Someone actually just, smashed it with a hammer. The thing is, though, if it does break, it's a whole arduous process that I have to go through, and it's not really conducive because I haven't really heard anything from my patron in a long time since we've been here.
So we have to protect the gourd.
Mm.
Do you know how fragile it is? Like, does it take a great force to break it?
Yeah, it does take a pretty great force.
Okay.
I don't know off the top of my head, but give me a couple seconds. I could tell you.
It's not super fragile. If we happen to drop it, it'll still be okay.
Exactly, it's not.
Okay.
It won't. Yeah, if you don't drop it, it's fine. It's still a cup after all.
Oh,
Have you
Oh,
ever
yeah.
had anyone mistake your gourd for a cup and try to fill it?
Test.
Oh yes.
How
I
much
have.
liquid does it hold?
Oh, it holds about a whole pint's worth.
Oh, that's not much considering it holds bodies.
Well, it's not about to. Well, it's magically means, but he did in fact flood my entirety of the board. Quite a cleanup. It's not good. It's not good. No, he didn't even apologize about it either.
Testing.
Was it Paxley?
Yes, bastard.
Oh,
What is
And that's
your
when it all
history with
started.
this man?
He just when he didn't understand.
Testing.
Didn't know it was my house at the time.
You're good.
All right, I fixed it. We're good. I have a workaround. I apologize for that trouble on the stream. This will be fun to work out later as to what happened. Sorry, you guys are just probably not going to be able to hear some of the background noises, and I apologize for the trouble. My bad, guys. Okay. So, anyways, please continue. That was actually excellent character interaction. I apologize for interrupting. I was just so excited.
Yes. Can be used as cup. Flood's gourd. Not a good. Gotta clean up.
Do not
How
repeat.
how did this animosity between you and Paxley even begin? Because from here to me, it sounds like the two of you were once, at the very least, allies.
Well, yes. So it started because we were trying to do this McLennan job. It was basically going to be a standard smash and grab for this big high-waisted highway robbery, and they needed some Overwatch for it. And my guild leader Aso only decided to send me, not Paxley, and Paxley did not take that well. Me, of course, took it very graciously and didn't boast about it whatsoever about being better sniper than he was in the eyes of the leader. But anyway, the job went south. A lot of people went bad. I would rather not talk about it. But the point is about Paxley. He resented me for it because he felt like if he was there, he would have stopped everything that would have been happening, which of course is utter fantasy.
Okay, can I call you back?
Thanks. And that's pretty much where it started, this animosity. It only grew from there until eventually we went our separate ways, but only until recently when he decides to fucking kill me. That's pretty much it.
It does sound like quite a conundrum.
Yeah, sour mood on this conversation about that. Sorry.
I feel like we should pick up camp and go fast now.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Move. Let's force that energy into running.
You guys,
I know fast walking makes you feel good.
you guys,
I fast walked so hard.
sweep away for the night, and by the next morning, you guys are all ready to head back out onto the road, and you're going to take a fast ring. If everybody would go ahead and roll me real quick here a D100.
Everybody or just one?
Or just one person, sorry. That makes way more sense.
Got a 20.
Did you?
No, but you should.
Oh, good.
Oh.
More friends.
I have changed the slot of the D20, so now it'll be something really, really bad. I just want to say that if you roll a D20, I genuinely hope you don't.
Oh, metagaming.
We can't change the roll. It's
I know.
random.
Yeah,
Who
exactly.
wants to roll?
Have
Who rolled the 20
Salem
last
roll.
time?
Have Salem roll.
Yeah.
I'll do it if you guys want.
No.
No way.
We decided.
Cool.
I don't know how to roll.
Yeah. How
Oh,
do you make the
just go to up in the top. There is a dice down roller, and you can just click. I'll do it for you this time, but 58. Interesting. All right. What would be the? Oh yeah, 58. All right. Yeah, as you guys are coming over the day, you hear the clip clop of a wagon coming down the road. Yeah, it appears that you see you're coming up on a kind of a slow moving traveling merchant that's coming down the road from the opposite direction. What do you guys want to do?
We don't really need any supplies, right?
Right, we just loaded up at Barrington.
Yeah, you can pass by. As you guys get closer, you're able to see that it is actually Arachne from the that you met previously, who sells magical wares, typically magical clothes and other such things.
Oh, cool.
I'll wave hello. Just
Yeah,
'cause
I'll
she
wave
knows us.
hello.
We know her. What's
Hello.
up? Look
How are
friendly.
you?
Like
Hi.
motorcyclers.
Oh my god, it's been a while. How are you?
Okay.
We're doing all right.
Yeah, I have some new wares if you're interested. I have a lovely pair of magical gloves. I have all sorts of sets of magical gloves. I have some new magical threads, some a little bit of leather armor. What do you guys need anything? Or you guys are looking much better than the last time I saw you.
Well, this time we come a little bit more supplied on our own means. I think I'm personally okay, unless anyone else needs magical wares.
I have some gloves of thievery, if anyone's interested. Some very magical gloves. Oh, I have a couple sets of magical gloves, actually.
You suggest that some of us are thieves?
Oh, no. They're sorry. It's I really do think it's a branding issue personally. Like, it really just makes you more nimble. There should be gloves of nimblery. I really don't know why anybody would call them gloves of thievery, because clearly it's designed for, making you better at putting ships as a bottle. I can't imagine anyone that would use these for thievery, and I would definitely check and definitely do a background search, a double verification background search before I sold them to anybody, because I would not want them to get into the hands of. And she just keeps pattering on.
Arachne, we're all good people here. We all.
I'm sure. I just don't want you to think anything untoward.
Of course we wouldn't. Of course we wouldn't. But we do have pressing matters to attend to. I think we'll just be seeing you on our way.
Okay. Yeah, you have a great time. And she snaps the rein and heads in the opposite direction.
What a nice lady.
We have to make sure not to run into her at night, though. I think. We were warned in the town.
Good, she's going the other way.
Yes. We have to maybe watch our back.
Yeah, you guys, after a while, you're going to go ahead and do another stop for the night. Roll me another D100.
I'll do it.
Sikes is doing it.
90.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool.
Oh,
yeah. Why? It's not bad.
You said, oh shit.
I say oh shit all the time. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah, everybody kind of gets in for the night. What's the watch schedule like? Also, that's everything I'm saying is just bad.
Yeah. I just would personally choose to not watch myself. I need, sleep. Beauty rest.
I can take one shift if need be.
I don't mind taking a shift either.
Yeah, I'll take a shift.
I will as well. Mine will be a long shift.
Amazing.
I mean, very similar, yeah.
I'll go first.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
I don't know if that was intentional or not.
That was not me.
That was ominous as hell.
I don't know where it came from.
Now I'm scared.
To be honest, it was not me. I don't know where that came from. The fuck? Sorry, I think my audio system is giving issues. Let me just double check to make sure we're not completely imploding.
That was me. I apologize. I don't know what I did wrong.
As long as
I don't
we
know what happened.
You're completely fine. As long as we know what it is, I won't lose my mind. Because now I'm concerned that I'm bleeding from the nose and don't know it. Yeah, you guys settle down to sleep, and it's looking like a nice time. And Sikes, yeah, I need you.
God, is it another bomb?
No, it's not another. It's not another spot.
It's another Paxley.
Yeah.
We have a Twitch listener saying that it sounded like an axe sharpening in the woods, so we should be terrified.
That's fair. That's 100% fair.
Tink.
Yeah, it was kind of bloody terrifying, to be honest with you.
If it was me, we can just say that's Silver getting out his wood carving tools.
Okay, Sikes, while you're sleeping this night, make me a wisdom saving throw.
God,
No. The gourd doesn't protect against magic.
I'm not sleeping in the gourd.
You're not sleeping in the gourd?
Yeah, because I found out that it's got an actual time limit, so I cannot.
Yeah,
I can't
so he
sleep
can't use it up, so he's got to make a decision on it.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Oh, shit.
7.
Cool.
Pretty sure
Sikes, you find yourself inside a tavern.
Nice.
You find yourself in a tavern that you have been to before, actually. This is Rosie's Tavern.
No, it's not. Oh, God. Well, shit. Is my spot in the corner open?
Yeah,
It's
open. It looks warm and cozy. Like, it just looks
Always
like
is.
chill.
It's never cold in that place.
After a while, you take a seat. Yeah, you see Rosie bustle over, and she brings your favorite. What is your favorite, by the way? Just now, I want to know.
It's just a nice pork chop. It's all Rosie knows how to make, but she makes it damn well.
And she's got that, that local pig farm, really heritage pigs, just perfection. She's gonna do like a light sear on both sides. It comes with like, I don't know. Are you like I'm personally like a pinto bean person and a little bit of cabbage with my pork chop, but like I've been told that's pretty weird. What are you?
No, Rosie's only comes with mashed potatoes and gravy.
Oh yeah, so you're the full pork chop experience. No, fuck them vegetables. She brings it over, pint of ale. It's a weak bar ale. She sets it down. She sets it across from you, and she just looks at you and she's like, "You haven't been here in a while."
Yeah, it's been a long time. I got delayed as of late. More jobs, more people.
That's good. Paxley's not giving you too much shit.
He's always giving me shit, but it's never fine. It's always fine. I'm more worried about Chuck. I haven't seen him in a long time. Has he been through here or something?
I haven't seen him either. I have not seen any of the old crowd. But don't worry about that now. You're here. You're wary. Have a nice pork chop and a drink. On me.
Yeah. Damn, Rosie. Every time, you make up a new reason for me to come back here.
Obviously. On the house. She touches your shoulder and she says, "May I?"
Hey, what?
And she winks and makes a kissy face at you.
No, I push her away.
Okay.
No.
She flirts away and she's just like... She laughs and then goes back behind the bar. And you're able to eat a lovely pork chop if you'd like.
So strange. Oh well, I'll eat it.
You can... you just eat it? Okay, cool. I was about to say, you can make an ability check if you like.
Rosie made this shit. I'm not gonna let it go to waste.
Okay, yeah. Make me oh shit. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
What? Oh, it's a 9.
God damn, son. Okay. You wake up the next morning.
Oh, it's just another fucking dream. I feel really cold all of a sudden.
You don't feel good at all, actually. You take 17 damage.
That's my HP. I am actually unconscious.
He is. Okay. Let's just
Does he
do
wake
this.
up?
I don't wake
Let's just do this in the morning. I don't have a. I guess you died in your sleep. I guess I'd make you make death saving throws. But I think what's everybody's passive perception? Like what's the
13
high?
for Savannah.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty high. I think.
15 for Liv.
13 for
15
me.
for
Okay.
Silver as well.
Near dawn, you all kind of see Sikes kind of just start convulsing and just jumping up and down into space, and then he goes still. And Sikes is dead. He's dying. Make me a death saving throw, Sikes.
You got it. Oh, she's a D20.
So who was the last
Oh,
on
it's
duty? Oh shit!
20.
That is a clutch
Roller
one.
coaster.
And you get inspiration, right? Or
Yeah.
whatever.
I gotta look at these rules more, guys, before we start
Okay.
talking about
I
this. Let's
didn't, I didn't realize we were playing with the rules, and I
Oh,
was
I'm
like,
not. It was a discussion for later. It's
Oh,
fi-
okay.
I
Okay.
I don't know. I can't not mention it, Chesh. You know what I mean? Like it's it's like news, right? Like some of it's cool and some of it's just almost homebrew stuff that we do anyways naturally. It's interesting, but it's very little of it is like really groundbreaking. Yeah, so you guys want to do something? You see him convulse and now he's just laying there. Do you just want to make the other saving throw, Sikes?
What happens? Do I get so I just get 2 saving throws?
You get 2 saving throws. So
Okay,
so you need to make 3 fails to die or just 1 more. So why don't you just roll another?
Yeah.
Can I cast Spare the Dying?
Yeah, I'd let you. Sykes seems to be ready to roll dice because he feels lucky.
Silver will do it first. I love
No,
that.
Silver. Yeah, I think Silver would notice because you're not asleep and you're gonna see this convulsion. So I assume you would see him. So.
Yeah, and then Spare the Dying just stabilizes him.
Mhm.
But if I can, I would like to roll like a medicine check maybe?
On
to
Spare
see
the Dying
what
to
might
go
be-
ahead and add a D4 or something, or is that what it is?
No, it just automatically stabilizes.
Are you trying to do a general medicine check or just to figure out? You tell me.
Okay, so I'm casting Spare the Dying so he doesn't have to make death saves anymore.
Perfect.
And then I want to see what's going on. Like, what's causing this convulsions with a medicine check.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that check.
Just because I don't know the rule in it. When
That
they
is a
roll-
9.
What's up? Liv?
When you roll a nat 20 on a death save, does it not bring you back with 1 HP?
It does not. No.
Okay.
It
Sorry,
just
that was my
what it does is you need to make 3 death saving throws before you die, and if you crit on a death saving throw, you get a 1 and you get an extra, so you get essentially 2 death savings passed. It doesn't
Same as a
automatically bring
crit
it back.
fail, like opposite.
Got it.
Yeah,
Get 2
it's rough.
fails, a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 equal to 6 failures.
So yeah, with the 9, it's very difficult to tell what's going on. He clearly nothing, and I'll say this too. You're kind of in the vicinity, Silver. Nothing physically, as far as you can tell, touched him. Like nothing crawled up on him. You're not sure what caused this.
Liv is kind of slowly waking up as she sees what's happening and just sort of mumbling to herself. And oh God, it's so early. Really? Are we already like what is happening? Like
Yeah, if that's the case, I'm just gonna pump a healing word into Sikes.
Yeah, roll it.
Give him life.
Ooh,
6 HP.
thank
Yeah,
you.
Sykes is up.
Oh, thank goodness.
I make a really
We-
dramatic entrance.
Do a little short rest before we get on our way. Give you some more.
Maybe get him some breakfast.
Yeah.
I would appreciate that.
I'll continue to mumble, "Geez Louise," and go try to look for a squirrel.
I'll start a campfire up again to try and get some like nice breakfast made for everyone since we're gonna be here for a little bit longer.
Yeah, you're able to make a nice campfire. You're able to roast. I mean, what does Savannah cook for breakfast out of like with camp rations? Like, what is your creativity on this?
I don't know. Probably just like oatmeal.
Break up
a
some-
meal, whatever
yeah.
they have. Like,
Can I
Cake.
see
just like
if I can
adds
find-
hot water to it and pretends that it's nice.
Yeah.
Can I see if I can find a squirrel for breakfast?
Oh my God! Yeah, go to town. Do me a survival real quick.
I'll help out with the animals.
That is a 16, and then with advantage,
Oh, 22.
Animals
Yeah,
help.
You find a lovely rabbit that you're able to use a cantrip on to catch, and yeah, you come back with a rabbit. Are you gonna clean and cook it or let it go?
Oh, we're gonna clean and cook it.
Yeah, easy enough. You kill it, rip its flesh off, set the rabbit stuff aside, and able to charge it back. You're able to roast off the meat, throw it in a little gruel soup, and you have a little rabbit gruel breakfast. Sykes, you know what? With that, take 4 health.
Ooh, this is the best soup I've ever had.
It literally
cooking,
tastes like
Savannah.
more life, you know? Yeah. You go ahead and take a short rest too, Sykes, if you like.
Okay, yeah, I'll let that.
I think the kitty Salem will come up and try and take like the hide of rabbit away and eat that. I don't know if the dog would object, but
Throw the
Dude.
bones to the dog.
okay, yeah,
All your
perfect.
finest.
Give them both.
You liked bones before.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's
No
perfect.
one is
They
safe
each
in this
can have something.
campaign, not even the DM. Oh my god.
Oh,
I
nice!
haven't-
Roll Sikes.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
I think you're back at the full with that, right?
Oh yeah, way beyond you get full.
Yeah, you're able to. You're fine. You're feeling it back. It was a slow start to all this, but you're back and things are good. And you had a really weird dream.
Strange dream. But anyway, let's move on. Fast pace. It's Necropolia.
So you guys continue on with your day that you're gonna go on. People give me actually, you know what? I think at this point, you guys are gonna come to a river bend at the end of the far end, and there's like a little dock area, and it appears that there's like a small little what appears to be like a river barge that are like a little area where they're all stopped up, and there's a single barge there.
It looks like we have to cross the river to continue.
It seems that the road runs along the river heading towards Necropolia. It's kind of a pretty broad river.
Boat could be faster, possibly.
Faster than us walking. Should we risk it and take the boat?
Should we ask where it goes?
That's a fair
Is
question.
there
Fair
an
question.
attendant
That's a
for
great
the boat?
Yeah, there's a dude who's just like there's a dude and like kind of a young boy who's he's pulling up and he's pulling the kind of boxes. They're stacking them on a little crate, rolling them onto the boat. Yeah, they seem to be heading down river. Yeah.
I'll lean over to Alpha because he's the one hanging out with Bone Jangles and
Bonjamin.
Yeah.
Bonjamin. I don't know. I like the other one. Okay, Bonjamin. Kids love dogs. Go see if you can find out where this thing goes.
Sure, yeah. I'll walk up to the riverbank and I'll try to wave at them.
He turns, the older man, who's kind of weather-worn, turns around to you, and he's shirtless. He's kind of an older man. He's, well-worn. Looks like he's been in the sun a lot. And he's like, "How are you now?"
Good. Where might you be off to?
"I'm on downriver to Necropolia. I'm heading that way now."
Is it faster by boat?
Is it fit? Obviously, it's faster by boat. Would you rather walk? I'm sure there's great scenery out there with all the werewolves.
How fast could we get there if we went with you?
I'd be in Necropolia in a day, I'd say.
Okay. Do you mind if we come aboard?
I'd have to leave some crates behind. You'd have to do me the cost of bargaining.
What kind of wares do you have?
I got all sorts of barley and oats and timber and all sorts of things. I got some planks here, some nice fine wood I'm cutting down. I'm going to take it down to the mill downriver. Maybe make some sheets of paper. I don't know. They do all sorts of kinds of things with it now.
How much would it cost to dump some of that?
I'd have to leave it here with my with a friend of my family's here. How you doing, Ned? Ned kind of like waves. He's like, "Ned would handle it up here for I come back and get it, but I'd say I'd do a gold per person is what I'd say."
Can you do gold for every 2 people?
Make an argument, and then if you make an argument, I'll let you make a persuasion.
We have this adorable dog that your son can play with.
Valid.
Dog's gonna probably make a persuasion.
The dog gives him advantage, right?
Nope.
Oh,
Terrible argument.
I think the dog would cost 2 gold himself just to have it. Make the mangy flea bags.
Oh.
I think they're
And
cat people.
Absolutely not the cats either. I hate all cats. They're harbingers of death itself. And as we know, this land is a love and gentle land.
I'll go back to the group. Do you guys want to take a ride on this boat? How do you guys feel about boats? He wants a gold each, and he said some mean things about Benjamin.
I'm not getting on the boat if Salem can't come.
I love boats.
Yeah, it's just.
They're the best.
If perhaps you can make some recommendations to him on how to improve his boat, and he could let us on for cheaper. Because I don't know if we have that kind of change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be
Yeah,
what.
can I talk to the dude? You know,
Yeah, go ahead, Sniff.
Seaman to seaman.
I'm a child. Hey, Chesh too. It got you too, didn't it, Chesh? You know, I thought I was alone. You know, oh my god.
Just a mighty vessel you got there.
Finest river barge on this side of Necropolia. That's what I hear. Not much trade down south, but I do it. It's honest work.
I'm in awe. How long have you had her?
This was my great pappy's boat. Passed it down to my pappy, and then it went down to grandpappy, and then it went down to my pappy, and then it down to me, and I'm gonna give it probably to Ned there, as I don't have any children. Got kicked in the balls by a pig once.
I mean, can I like look at the boat and kind of see if there's maybe something that
It's like a oak carved, but it's kind of ratty. He probably could do a better job of getting barnacles off the bottom. I don't even know if river barges have barnacles. You know, it has like an algae buildup on the bottom. You know, he's not properly scrubbing the deck either. It's a one-man operation, and he's a little bit older.
I mean, I'm a die-hard sailor. I mean, it's the best thing in the world. There's nothing better than feeling the water on your skin, the wind in your hair. What do you say you cut us?
I'll cut you a deal. I cut you a deal, sailor to sailor. Well, if you'd be willing to pilot this craft downriver and let me take a nap in yonder there, I'd be willing to. Well, I'd definitely take your price off. Make a quick persuasion check, Sniff. Just.
Okay, the 13.
It's not bad. Yeah, I'd definitely let you on for free. Maybe even pay you a day's wage for that. How about that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Go talk to my
So he's not. You don't have to pay. He'll pay you a gold for you to steer it downstream and let everybody else on. But everybody else will have to pay.
guys. Greatest deal. I can ride free. I just
Oh,
You're a real team player there.
but you guys have to pay.
Oh.
I think we can afford it.
oh.
It's up to you guys. I don't mind walking slow. This will be fast.
Do you guys-
for everyone?
I'm gonna pass the board to Savannah, and then I'm just gonna get the board.
Oh,
Oh wait,
Um,
he didn't like Benjamin. Take Benjamin.
Take
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'll
take
give you-
Benjamin with me.
the cat.
all right.
Yeah,
And
So
Salem.
The cat,
The cat inside my backpack.
Oh, okay.
that's one, and one back. So he would need 3 gold.
Yeah. I mean, you guys okay with that?
Yeah,
Uh,
we can afford 3.
Aren't we
Uh,
carting around like a whole cart of loot and such?
I mean, they're
Yeah.
good.
We have
you guys,
bodies.
Yeah, you have spears and stuff too, and shields. Absolutely.
Why did we not sell them at Arachne?
Yeah.
I don't
There's
think
a-
they're magical.
That's kind of what I intended, to be entirely honest with you.
That would have been a great idea.
That's kind of why Arachne showed up, to be entirely honest with you.
Kind
Oh, we
of
just zoomed past it.
Yeah, didn't even
It's
say
okay,
anything
actually.
about it.
I could have warned you. I probably should have warned you a little bit more strictly, but it's fine.
Maybe this guy wants them.
Maybe harder.
We can try and talk to his friend Ned. Because Ned seems like he's holding
Ned
on to
the
the
kid?
merchandise.
First off, I want to say, Savannah, do you want to go talk to that small child? That's just. It is a small child. Are you just gonna come up and try to get this small child to convince its, guardian to pay you less money?
No, I was saying because he holds on to all the stuff that won't fit on the boat, and I don't think all of our shields and stuff will fit on the boat.
I feel like you should take disadvantage to a charisma check for that, because that's creepy. Anyways.
No.
I'm joking.
It makes sense.
I'm joking.
Stuff.
Yeah,
he's
she
guarding
does.
it.
She does, actually.
He's guarding the stuff until the old man returns, so he could probably use a shield or a spear.
Yeah, Savannah, what do you say to Jacob? Oh, sorry, it's not Jacob. Yeah, thank you. Jesus
I was like,
Christ.
is Jacob in the woods? We're fucked.
That's a werewolf.
Fuck the shields!
I can ask him what he has to defend himself. What do you have to defend yourself with, child? Looks like you have valuable goods there. Would you need a sword?
Let's get child voice. What do you mean? Do you have shields?
We do.
I would like a shield. That'd be really cool. I always wanted to be a knight, not a riverboat captain.
We can definitely give you one. It'll just be a day's wage.
Oh.
Does your uncle pay you?
No, he doesn't pay me. He says I get the boat when he dies.
You could will us the boat when he dies because you don't want it anyways.
Why would I give you a boat?
You don't want it. You don't want the boat. And you can have a nice shield. You can go and become a knight. You don't need this boat.
Boats aren't worth shields.
We'll throw in a sword as well.
You have a sword? Can I see the sword?
Do we have a sword?
Yeah, we got swords.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
you have your
I'll go get one
swords.
sword.
Yeah.
I think we have the swords from the ship, and then we've got the pylons from the...
Oh yeah, you can pull out a rusty sword easy.
Yeah.
He'll go over to them and be like, Savannah, I guess make me a persuasion with advantage.
First one's a 15. Next one is a 14.
He's gonna run up to the boatman's legs and he's like, hey, I want a sword. These people have swords. They'll give us swords. And he's like, do you guys have swords? You guys have swords? Oh, okay. Well, why don't you just pay per person with a sword?
I think we have enough swords. Rusty swords. Pylons. We have some spears as well.
Mr. Turtle fella, or the tortoise fella over there is going to pilot the boat down the stream. He's got a wage and give me that gold back. I can keep that. If you could give me 2 swords and a shield, I'd let you all on the boat. Sound good?
What do we do with the rest of our stuff? How do you feel about the... Oh, I guess Val's not here to tell us.
If
how
you
he
can
feels
carry
about
it, you can
leaving
bring
the
it on the
bodies
boat.
behind.
He's bringing. If you guys are currently carrying the goods, I don't think you. Oh, that's right. You did have a cart of shit. That's right. You would have to definitely leave a cart. Period. Also, by the way, your paladin friend is just sort of standing there, like looking awkwardly around, as is Val.
I think it's important to know how he feels about the body, but.
No, Val just offers. He's like, I'm gonna take the cart, and he's just gonna grab one end of the cart, and he's gonna start picking it up. He's gonna head towards.
He'll meet us there.
And the paladin's like looking at him that way. It's like, I mean, the paladin's like, I'd like to go on the boat, but I don't have a gold.
According to Val, these shields are actually worth quite a lot.
Yeah.
A shield and 2 swords is more than all of us paying our way in gold.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's true.
So enough for the paladin to get on.
Yeah.
So perhaps he can understand after we show him the sword how nice the shield is.
I'll take another shield for the paladin.
I don't like these prices.
It's barter goods. I mean, it's pretty standard. You don't think? How about this? With base insight, you don't think you're getting flossed that bad. Like, it's downstream. It's the price of transportation.
So 1 shield and 3 swords.
I feel like one shield and 1 sword should be good.
Yeah. one shield and one sword for everybody, including the paladin?
There's only like
No.
5 of us.
You
None
know,
of us steered the
I'll
boat.
see you later.
What-
Have a good one. Thank you.
When he's leaving, he's taking stuff off of his boat.
Yeah, he's like gonna start putting the
true.
stuff back on the boat. He's like, no, you're not gonna floss me here. I don't know why I'm saying floss like it's a normal thing people say.
I don't mind walking.
Yeah,
I'd rather keep our gold.
Trevor, I love you. You have always been, to my mind, a cat person. The fact that you have a dog is definitely a new development. I did not believe you had a dog until you met Megan. I love you very much, buddy. There's nobody in college who thought you weren't a cat person. I'm just going to let you know that. Your whole vibe is that, and I love you. Anyways. And I love Luna. Anyways. Yeah, what do you guys want to do? You want to walk?
I feel like we can get a better price in town for our goods.
Right now we are short on cash.
Yeah.
Hearts.
Not really.
Not really, at all.
No?
I
Oh,
have
what?
121 gold.
Yeah.
Oh. Do we know that?
Yes, you guys killed the slod. You got 100 gold for the
Oh,
slod.
that's right.
Sorry, I
He
was
spent
like,
it all to
I
get
was
supplies.
really like wondering what was
Yeah, I thought
okay. Did you
we
guys?
spent that all.
I thought we had no money.
Yeah.
Why did you spend? What did you spend 100 gold on?
The supplies that we needed for travel.
You did not spend 100 gold on supplies. You maybe spent like maybe 25 gold on supplies.
I thought they were
rations.
just given to us.
I thought we got supplies.
You did. You
for
got
travel.
supplies, and you spent a little bit of money on tents and some extendable rods and some other things, but you did not spend 100 gold. Even like you guys easily have the 5 gold for this.
I guess we can give them 5 gold.
Yeah, let's pay the gold, not the shields, because the shields are worth more.
Yeah,
They're
the
worth
shields
7
are worth
gold
more.
each.
Yeah.
And if we'll meet up with Val if he appears. I don't know how that works.
Well, Cody was supposed to come. I don't know where he is, to be honest with you. So
I'm just meaning.
love
I
him.
hope his character makes it to Necropolia,
Yeah.
traveling alone.
Oh, we're gonna roll some dice for that shit. He just may have a couple of limbs less, or he may die, and his blood is still in Necropolia. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, yeah, you guys are able to pay 5 gold and hop onto the barge, and and Sniff, and he's still gesturing at Sniff to pilot the barge. Do you want to pilot it, Sniff?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't even want to be paid for this. You just want to do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Make me a vehicle check.
What is a vehicle check?
Yeah.
Oh, if I'm not, hold on. If I recall, I'm so sorry. Oh, what was the boat? It's a tool. It's a yeah. It's one of the. It's a water vehicle. Oh my god. Let me just look it up real fast. So you're a sailor, so you're tool proficient. I would say basically hold on. So yeah, I would say it's going to be wisdom plus your proficiency to navigate is what I would say. So if you want to just do a base, and it's very easy, it's just a pole barge. You're able to go downstream. So go ahead and give me just a straight wisdom plus your proficiency.
Alright, so straight plus my proficiency, so it's going to be 22.
Nice.
Because it's an 18 plus 2 my wisdom plus 2 proficiency.
Yeah, all of you are even like everybody's base insight. You're able to see that Sniff just takes naturally to the water. Like he just turtles up and he just puts his foot down, draws it. It's not even like a vehicle that you're necessarily super familiar with, but you're just happy to be back on the water, man, and just glides along, silky smooth. And the boat guy immediately turns around, looks at you, and he's like, "Oh shit."
I just give him a little wink.
He's like, "Shit, yeah," and he puts his head back on one of the piles of wheat, and he just sleeps the day away. With a 22 on a wisdom survival, you guys will be in Necropolia by the end of the day.
After about 4 hours, me and Bones are gonna pop up on the boat.
Yeah. He's sleeping when you guys pop out. If you're quiet and make a stealth check, you can just stay there.
Yeah, I'll just be quiet. Benjamin, shush.
He's like, he's a very good boy. Yeah. He absolutely sleeps through the day away. Like, he's a hardworking individual, and he just sleeps, and you guys come downstream, and in the distance, Necropolia comes on the horizon. And you guys, for the first time, get your first view of the Heart Tree.
Isn't it a heart?
No, it's not. It's a tree, but it has like these weird, pretty large fruit hanging from it, like giant pods hanging from its tallest branches. The city is at the intersection of two rivers that run in two opposite directions. It has an outer wall with kind of a moat situation where one of the rivers leaps around on the far side. The city is made out of this dark style stone, and you see that all around it there are kind of these quarry areas where the stone was mined down to create these pools, and now they've filled with rain. As you guys have gone down the river, you see that you've come kind of more centrally into Revon. You see that the stars have receded, and have been completely replaced with dark, swirling clouds. That the top of the tree just sticks just into the top of the cloud, so it's obscured. You see also that there is a tall central castle structure in the middle with a bailey that's out in the middle. So those are the two primary elements of Necropolia. And you see that the river is running to the south gate of Necropolia, and the road runs alongside it, and you see that runs to kind of like an external gate where there's kind of a backup of travelers coming along. You know that Val won't be here for at least another 2 days to that gate. You passed him along the way as you guys were heading downstream. And you see that there's some sort of like sluice gate that goes into the city proper. And you see, as you guys get closer and closer, that at each of the internal gates, there is city guards that are checking as everybody goes into the city.
Like checking on the boat. Like, do we have to dismount the boat, or are they checking on as we roll into the stream?
You can't see. You guys are kind of far away. You'll probably in the next hour be able to tell that, unless you want to try to make some sort of distance perception check or something.
Are there other passengers on the boat?
Not on your boat, but on downstream, you see that there are other boats that are stopped at the gate.
Is the guy awake yet?
No, he's completely asleep.
I mean,
What do you think they're checking for, guys?
hopefully not Outlanders.
I definitely don't know the customs of down to the port, so I think we might need to wait.
Sniff, if you can turn up your audio just a touch.
Yep.
Yeah, it might be beneficial to get his lazy ass up.
How would they check if we were Outlanders?
I have no idea. Well, then what are they checking? Contraband? Is this guy a smuggler?
Let's hope so.
I don't think that being an Outlander is an issue in Necropolia. That's where the
Well-
Stargazers are from, so...
But
I agree.
Well-
Saul's also from there, and he's not. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Saul's with us. Saul, what are they checking for?
Wait, are you guys having this? So I'm gonna say that Saul's asleep for that, because Saul didn't hear that conversation. Because I don't think we've expressed to Saul that you're Outlanders.
No.
So I'm just gonna rule that Saul was asleep. I didn't think about it either.
Well,
Yeah, let's wake him up.
let's wake up someone.
Yeah, who do you want to wake up, the boatman or Saul?
Saul?
Yeah, Saul pops up. He's like, "Oh shit!" And he like rolls around on the boat. And he's like, he's still like not a hardy traveler. he like leans over the side and vomits a little bit. Oh, I don't like this. He looks over at you, Sniff, and he's like, I don't understand how you do this.
Nothing calms the nerves more than the flow of the boat.
What's up? Are we almost there? And he looks up and and you see Saul as he looks up. He sort of like breathes a sigh as he sees the heart tree, and he's like, "You ever seen anything more beautiful?" Sorry, what did Saul sound like? Saul was Southern. No, he wasn't. I'm just gonna roll with this. Yeah, Saul looks up at the heart tree and he's like, "Have you ever seen anything more beautiful in your entire life?" I love that tree. You have? He looks over at you, Sikes.
Did I say that?
He's like, yeah. There's nothing more beautiful than the heart tree. It's the center of Revon. The whole center of the whole world. It protects the city, it protects Farrington, it protects everybody.
So, Saul, focus.
Yeah,
Something
sorry. What's up? My bad.
What are they checking for, these guards at the gate here?
Oh, they're checking for undead and Outlanders.
How do they tell if you're an Outlander or not?
Well, they can't tell if you're an Outlander, but they take your blood. So they just take everybody's blood and kind of put it in a pile, and
Doesn't seem very sanitary.
Yeah, well, I mean, you just pop up in one of the blood pools underneath the underneath the Heartfire Church. Sorry, the Heartfire Church. Yeah, they got like an area there. They just dump you all in there, and So if you're not Outlanders though, so it doesn't matter. They don't need your blood.
Yeah,
they're not. It's the church. They're the most trustful people you can imagine. Honestly.
Yeah, of course. No need to worry about us.
Yeah.
So you go back to sleep now, Saul.
Yeah, I'm up now.
Look at the tree some more. I'm gonna turn this.
Yeah, I'll look at the tree. I'll look at the tree.
What are we gonna
He like
do?
leans back. All right, good. Yeah, you're able to kind of get over onto this barge. It's a pretty big barge. Like, what do you guys want to do?
So we're gonna take our blood.
I mean,
Like we're just gonna have to reset it again.
yeah, we just reset it, right? And it overrides it.
Yeah, we just don't know when the next opportunity will be after this.
Why don't we use the Stargazer coin that Lottie gave me as our way into the city? We might be able to at least show some importance to it all.
Fair.
To our arrival.
Good work.
Good idea.
Okay.
What
Are
if
you
they
gonna-
have like customs for stargazers? Like what if
Well,
they know?
What if you show your badge and they take you and they assume that the rest of us are all Outlanders and not associated with the star? Do we each need one?
That's a good point.
Hard to say.
What are customs?
Pretty much a way of having to do things. Like, you know.
Social graces, things you do.
Should we tell Saul we found the Stargazer badge and ask him if he knows what it is or what it does? See if we can collect more information. It'd be hard to use it after that.
Why don't we ask him instead if a badge from the Stargazer would let us in, not implying that we have one already.
So I just
Yeah.
want to think this through. You're gonna need to probably tell Saul you're Outlanders.
Yeah, if we ask him about Stargazer coins, he's gonna probably assume we're Outlanders.
Can we sketch up a drawing of one and ask him what it is? Say we found it on the boat?
Well, I mean, If that's the story we're going with, we don't have to draw one. We can just say we have it.
Well, I don't want
Sure.
him to take the badge and us not be able to do the whole purpose of us coming here.
That's a good point. Can I
Would hate to see Saul dead. Hard to find bodies in rivers.
I feel like if we keep our nose clean once we enter the city, give it a day, reset our checkpoint, we should be fine.
That may be the safest.
Just don't get anyone positive or negative thoughts about us. Just we're under the going in.
Just try to stay under the watchful eye.
Okay. So we're gonna get back to this in a minute. It's now 7:45. I ran a little bit over. So we're gonna take a quick break here, and we're going to be back at 8 o'clock exactly. If I can make this work. Hold on. Stream will return at 8 o'clock. Thank you for listening to the Pen and Paper. Well, listening and viewing, depending on where you are right now. If you're listening to the podcast, thank you very much. Yeah, we'll be back in 15 minutes. Thank you guys so much. Let's see if these guys can get their way into Necropolia.
That's one good thing. You sit up and instantly regret that you had. Your entire body lights up in pain, and you look around. You see the corpses of your fallen companions. That's right. The fireball had killed the rest of them. They're gone. No time for tears now. Need to get away. You look around. This part of the swamp lies deep within the wilderness, far from any help. If it had killed all your friends, how are you still alive? As if in answer to your question, you hear a twig snap, and you turn and face Melandris, the drow that you'd been chasing. He wasn't responsible for the disaster, but was just the job you and your friends were hired for. He stands in front of you with his arms crossed, leaning on a tree. They got your friends too, eh? Well, looks like we're both stranded out here, I guess, for the time being. That makes us friends. So, what would you like to do? Hey there, listener. I know you're itching to get back to the stories being shared here on the Pen and Paper podcast. I wanted to steal the mic for a second to tell you about my show called How to Be a Better DM. You're here because you love the stories and tales on the Pen and Paper podcast. I'm here to help you start to create your own stories as well. My name is Justin Lewis, and me and my cohort Tanner Wayland help you learn how to weave better stories for yourself and your friends as you DM sessions of D&D 5e, no matter what your experience level is. If you want to learn how better to immerse your players into a world of your own making, head on over to betterdungeonmaster.com/thepenandpaperpod or anywhere podcasts are heard and look up How to Be a Better DM. I'd recommend starting with episode 2, 5 Things Every Dungeon Master Should Remember. In the meantime, though, let's get back to Behold the Roll.
It's late, my bad, guys. All right, hey, and welcome back. So, hopefully my stream and audio is working. I think we got some things figured out. Well, yeah, it's working pretty good. All right, everybody, welcome back to the world of Revon. We're going to continue on pretty much straightforward here. Studio Moon. All right, there we go. All right, everybody. As you continue on downriver, you're going to come on to the gates of Necropolia. So I think I just wanted to go over, what did you guys decide on how you wanted to approach Necropolia's gate area? Did you want to get back onto the road and go to the main gate, or do you just want to go through the sluice gate?
Sluice gate. Play it cool and casual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can't just jump off without letting you know.
You're pretty far away at the start of this. You guys could definitely disembark easily without people seeing from the main. The river kind of bends back and forth as it goes down. So if you guys want to jump off and go somewhere else or split up, you guys can totally do that.
Should we go to the main gate or just go to the sluice gate then? That's the question.
I feel like if they're checking this gate, they're checking all the gates.
That's true.
Matter.
I feel like it's less suspicious if we're doing this because it looks like it's working.
Good point.
Yeah. Okay, sluice gate.
All right. You guys continue on down to the river, and after a while, your lovely, what's his face? Barge runner is going to wake up. He's going, I always know. Sorry, he was Mid-Eastern. Sorry, he was Midwestern. I always know how to wake up at the time. I know the exact distances to sleep. I'm just pre-programmed that way. I can sleep downriver and get here whenever I want. I'm just that way. And he just pops back up. All right. Mr. Tortoise, you mind taking us in?
Yeah.
It's probably better that you let me do it, as I don't think you have a Riverkeeper license or anything like that.
Probably not.
Okay, so let me take over.
Definitely not. Here you go.
He's gonna pop forward. He's like, I'll be honest, you should apply for one. You ever think about being a barge man?
Maybe someday in the future. Sounds like a great retirement life.
Happy to sell you my barge anytime. Screw Ned.
We'll keep that in mind.
You guys come up to the city proper, and as you approach the sluice gate, you see that there are 2 guards by the gate. Sorry, there's actually maybe roughly 4, 2 over to the side, and then there's like kind of like a customs officer sitting there. They're in the livery of that, and you see that there's one is, so the 2 to the side are dressed in the livery of the heart tree, and you see that the heart tree comes over the top, and you see that it's the burning tree symbol you saw in the church back in Farrington. You see the the tree is like a green tree, and it has these heart-shaped fruits on it, and the heart-shaped fruits are on fire, and that's the livery. So you see 2 of the church, and then to the side you see these other 2 in livery of again the same green-shaped tree with a crown on top of the tree. So you see there seems to be 2 sets of guards at the gate. And there's, the sluice gate, the water runs through a culvert that goes into the city. And you see that there's kind of like a little floating wooden platform with, how should I put it, like pontoons underneath by the side of the gate. And they have it besides there's like a lever at the gate that they can use to drop the culvert in place on the river to stop your passage. And you guys come upon them. And he says, and it's going to be the one right there with the crown is going to step up. The crown tree is going to step up, and he's going to be like, hello there. Welcome to Necropolia. I see you have travelers today, George. That's not like you. And George is like, yep. He's like, yep, we got all these from downriver. They just came down. They paid their fair wage to come downriver. And, yeah, they need to be processed, I suppose. He's going to come up. He's like, all right. Everybody step forward off onto the platform. Anybody that enters Necropolia has to be checked. And as part of that process, you need to take a pledge of the Heart Tree pledge. Real quick here.
Okay.
Start following off.
And he's gonna look over and he's like, come on over. He's gonna point at the other thing, and you see the two different liveried Heart Tree soldiers stand up and come on over. And there's like, they both stand there, both looking kind of surly. And he's like, I'll need each of you to give us a drop of your blood. And then you'll say with your hand raised and repeat after me. Do you understand? And then I'll have to have your heart listened to by one of the gods here.
Okay. Do what you need to, sir.
Cool. Everybody. So let me just take your hands, and he's going to take a needle, and the other guard is going to open a crate, which has got like some sort of barrel in it, and he's going to start pricking fingers as he goes along, and dropping each individual needle into the barrel. Is everybody allowing them, or what? Does anyone want to do anything?
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
Alright, yeah. So he pricks Sikes, Silver, Sniff, Savannah, Lives, and Alphas. And of course, the paladin Saul comes up and he's like, oh! The two liveried individuals with the heart tree, with the burning fruit, look up into there like, oh! Sir! And they kind of come to rapid attention as they notice Saul. Please, continue on through. He's like, thank you very much. I'll continue on with them here for now. I need to make my reports. Sorry, Saul's accent has gone all over the place, guys. I'm so sorry for that. I shouldn't have picked a weird accent for him. What's wrong?
Can you hit that DocuSign real quick?
Yeah, cool. Love you.
Love you.
Which email?
Check your Duke one. I think that's what she
Got it. All right, thank you. Yeah. Anyways, we sold my house. Thank you, guys. It was really stressful. We'll move on with that. But as you guys are sitting there, you see that he's going to take each of that, and then he's going to come along and he's going to attempt to listen. He's going to be, all right, everybody hold your left hand over your heart and repeat after me. I have taken the oath of Necropolia, and my blood shall henceforth water the roots of the heart tree.
I've taken the blood of oath of
Necropolia.
Necropolia.
It's not good. It's not good.
Water the heart
Used
tree.
to mark the heart tree.
Heart tree, yeah.
Let's mark the heart tree.
He looks at you just like a little bit. He's just like letting this happen. He's like, while I were within the confines of this wall, by my blood and by my heart, I will not show anything but love to its denizens and those who lay beneath the boughs of the heart tree.
This was longer.
I will only
What
love
he said.
people in the bowels of my heart.
I will
Bowels,
release my
bowels,
bowels.
bowels, as in tree. You know
The
what,
boughs of the tree.
I agree.
motherfuckers?
Perhaps slower.
And less words.
Are we
I-
releasing these bowels now?
It's good enough.
My
Let
old
them-
lady ears just can't pick up on all of that.
You're fine. We got your blood. Anyways, we're gonna listen to your hearts real quick, and then we'll go ahead and move on. And the other one's gonna step up. Go ahead, Liv.
Liv pretends to be talking to whoever's standing next to her, but she casts Thaumaturgy and makes a heart sound.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the guy's gonna come up and he's gonna listen to Alpha, hear a heart. He's gonna listen to Liv and hear the Thaumaturgy heart sound. And yeah, then he's gonna go on to Savannah, and then to Sniff, and then he's gonna come on to Silver, and he's gonna put on your chest, Silver, and he's gonna listen. And I believe he's not gonna hear anything. Correct?
I mean, it
Thaumaturgy would still work, right?
doesn't say that I'm undead.
You are, but you're definitely not, like, there's other elements of it. You do not need to eat or sleep, which suggests to me that from a ruling that the functions of your body are not really running.
So
Since
like
you're-
seeing the strange look on his face, I'm gonna like have this like look of understanding and go, my heartbeat is a bit weaker because I'm anemic. You may struggle to hear it.
Ah, well, if you need to stuff over here, we can double confirm.
Or
Yeah. Yeah. And then he's gonna go over to Sikes. Sikes, you have a heartbeat, right? I think that's
Pretty
only
sure
Silver
I
in
do.
question.
Tick tick.
Yeah. Our two heartless clerics. No, I'm just joking. I'm so sorry. No, so he's gonna come over the side and he's gonna be like, "All right, I'm going to cast a truth-telling spell on you, sir. Are you prepared? And do you consent to the truth-telling?"
yes.
Okay, he's gonna cast Zone of Truth on you. You can resist.
As a cleric, I think I would know that if I resist, they'll be able to tell.
I don't think actually Zone of Truth specifies that they can tell.
Thought it did.
We're double checking. You create a magical zone that guards against blah, 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 point you choose within range. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on the turn or starts a turn there must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, the creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on a saving throw. Yeah, it's right. He'll know. Yeah, it's correct. I did not know that about Zone of Truth. Taz played that one wrong some of the time. Anyways, yeah.
But yeah, I step in and I just kind of allow it to occur.
He's like, all right, have you ever been undead?
No.
Yeah, truthfully, you answer, no, you're not undead. So he'll be like, cool, yeah, no, solid. Just gotta, you should get that looked at. Those are really slow. I didn't hear a single beat, to be honest with you.
It's faint, yes. But
Understood.
That's why
Yeah, like a weakness thing? Yeah, no, my ears aren't that good anyway, so it's just... You just looked at, Jesus. He's going to turn around and go back to the gate, and yeah, they're going to wave you through. And you guys are coming into the streets of Necropolia. He's like, actually the other guard's going to come forward. He's like, are you staying here long?
If this is our own.
At least so I can see a physician.
Ah, yes. Well, I would recommend going to the Heartfire Church. They should have their priests there are quite skilled. Otherwise, I would go to the South Street Clinic. It's also a nice place. Do you guys need a place to stay?
We were going to ask our good friend, the Sir Knight of the Heart Tree.
He looks over at you. He's like, you may not want to stay with the priests. And you notice that he's got the tree with the crown on top. So he's, doesn't have the heart tree with the burning fruit. And he's like, they tend to live Spartan lives. If you need a place to stay, I'd go to the Shady Spot Inn downtown. It's a lovely tavern. Lovely time.
Duly noted, thank you.
Make me an insight check, Silver.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a 17.
100% this man gets paid to promote that inn.
I think Silver's answer still doesn't change. But he does keep that in mind. And this was called the what, Jack? I'm sorry.
The Shady Spot Inn. Because it's under a tree.
Ah, that makes sense, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
sorry. Everything. Guys, I spent like a whole week on tree-themed names for shit. Like, you guys, you have no idea. Like, this is like the weakest of them, and I'm so ready.
You also rattled off 2 other places that I didn't wasn't able to grab?
So it was the down street. So both of the other places, the Heartfire Church is the main church that's built into the bottom of the tree. So that's kind of like the church, which is
That
like
makes sense.
obviously gives healing services.
Yep.
But he also named the South Street Clinic, which is just a actual doctor clinic, which is kind of more medieval. Think of it as like surgeons versus
More an apothecary type situation with leeches and stuff.
Exactly. Yep, I'm on top of it, love. I got it. Katie's yelling at me because I haven't signed my name away. And
Okay.
yep, sent. Sold a house. Okay, cool. Fuck, that's actually stressful. Anyways, she was like, yeah, your stream is not more important than selling this house, and I do apologize to you guys. Yeah, so what do you guys want to do? You're now in downtown city. You don't really have, you have a view of the city. I don't want to say this. If you guys want to, I will make you buy, if you want to see maps of Revon and the area, you will need to buy maps of anything. But you can also get directions and use survival rolls to try to find things inside the city that you'd like.
I'm in favor of buying a map.
But you also probably want to have a chat with Saul real quick here, right?
Get the scuttlebutt.
Yeah. Saul's going to turn to you and he's like, I am going to head back to my barracks and report in. I have to probably discuss with the Septum about, or at least the Cardinal Militare about the death of Inquisitor Applebottom, and see how that goes. Fortunately, the person with the direct authority over Sheriff Good will most likely be the steward of the castle, or the kingship over there. So, because he's most directly the leader of the government, at least at least the mayors and the sheriffs of the town. So, but we'll see what we can figure out. You guys are sure Friar Fair couldn't have done it?
I don't think that's for us to judge. We came along to escort you and another friar back to Farrington,
I understand.
as we were asked by the sheriff.
This is correct. Which I have forgotten. Thank you very much, Liv. You're amazing. Understood. It may take some time. I could probably offer you lodgings in our chapel, if that's preferred, if you would like to stay there. I can't help you with food, but definitely lodgings on the floor.
It's good enough for me.
Yeah, it seems suitable for me.
I appreciate it.
Perfect. I will show you the way. And he's going to guide you through the city streets. Hold on. He's going to guide you through the city streets, down the chapel, and as you guys approach, the heart tree is massive. First off, I want to make this clear. Like, the actual width of the existing trunk is like a football field, and like maybe 2 football fields in terms of diameter. So the actual tree, as you get closer and closer to that, and you see that it's very much, the city has 2 kind of touch points. You have the castle complex to one side, and then you have the river running between the castle complex through the middle of the city, out through the sluice gates, and it splits in the middle, so like a Y shape. And then you have to one side the heart tree that's roots run through the base of the river at the center. And then you also, near the top, you see that there is different districts depending on the Y shape, and also as you're running towards it, you see that you're approaching to the south side of the massive tree. And you see that the branches actually come down and dip. Some of the branches are old and heavy, and it appears that somebody put weights on some of the ends of the branches, so they actually descend physically into the city. And Saul's going to start climbing one of the branches as you guys get towards the middle of the city. You're going to start climbing up this branch staircase that arcs through it. And it looks like a really long staircase going up into the tree.
Is it like a one-way situation, or do you have to like?
It's a 1-by-1. Like, it would be very difficult to assault up it, but it's literally like there's no rail, no nothing. It's like, have you ever been to the Grand Canyon and gotten freaked out by that situation? Like, it's like one of those things where it's just like you're there and you're going up it and you're thinking to yourself, fuck, this is a bad idea. Like, what? How do tourists do this every day? Like, it's just like, yeah, he's just walking up like the street, and Saul's, you know, not a guy who can't handle barges, right? But he's like stepping on this tree fine, and it starts to go high.
Guess I'll follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Seems like we're all going.
Yeah, as you guys manage to climb, you ascend. Hold on. Yeah, you ascend maybe 1,400 feet up into the trees. So you are just climbing stairs. This is like essentially climbing 104 floors. This is like climbing the stairs at the Empire State Building. It's bullshit, right? Like, you imagine that this paladin must have thighs of steel. And yeah, I want everybody to kind of make me an athletics check real quick here, because this is a lot of fucking stairs.
And this is for where we're gonna spend the night, right?
This is correct.
13, Liv.
Sikes got a 7.
And I got a 5.
17.
All right,
19.
Savannah, Silver, Tanner, and yeah, you got, sorry, Sikes, Silver, and Savannah, at some point y'all just like gotta stop. Right, like, this is bullshit. This is just hardcore fucking bullshit. And you gotta take a sit. And Saul's like, guys, come on, it's not that much farther. And you're like,
fuck off, Saul.
You're like halfway up, right? And Saul's just gonna keep going, right? He's just gonna start heading up. Does the party want to stick together or split up?
Oh wait.
I'll
Yeah,
wait.
we'll wait.
Saul, wait for us at the top.
I gotta report in. Like, you can find me if you want. Like, but come on, this is just some stairs. Like, come on.
No one climbs these stairs every day, Saul.
I climb these stairs every day.
We're
So-
from small towns. We ride
did.
barges. We didn't mock you for
Hey.
throwing up on the boat.
Make a persuasion, or yeah.
It's not good with the... Oh, 18!
God
Good.
damn, with a -1. That's not bad at all. Yeah, that's a 19. Yeah, that's, yeah. No, he's gonna look like down and side, and he's gonna be like, wait for you at the top, and he like plows on ahead.
I picture it's kind of like that scene in like Road to El Dorado where like they get to the top of the like golden pyramid where they're staying, and
Get
then
out of my
they
brain.
just fall, and then they're just like, no, what?
Oh my
Fine,
god.
but,
This is
but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's brutal. If you guys want to continue on, but like at some point, I'm gonna make you make another athletics check to get up the rest of the stairs, the 3 that failed initially. If you fail, I will give you a level of exhaustion, unless you want to maybe take a short rest on the stairs.
I'm in favor of continuing on. We'll let you, Silver
Yeah.
and Savannah.
We got this, guys.
Right. It's just like Saul says, it's just stairs.
We've walked for like 3 days straight, something like that.
Great.
We can walk up.
At a fast pace.
Gentle,
no less.
sloping trail. All right.
Before we leave, I would like to touch whoever's closest to me. Wait, who's closest to me?
I haven't made an order, so
Yeah.
either you can choose Savannah, Silver, or Sikes.
Do you guys want to pick?
Hey, who has the lowest athletics?
Yeah.
I'm -1.
I will touch Savannah
Okay.
and give you guidance.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which is an extra D4 when you do an ability check.
yeah. The cat lady is not happy. This is not her expertise skill set.
Oh no, is the
Can I
cat
just
and
climb
dog
up the
coming
wall
with
instead?
us?
Oh, have you guys been checking? All right, I'll establish because I didn't set. Is Bonjamin or what was the cat's name?
Salem.
Salem.
Salem's in my
Oh,
backpack.
obviously.
No one's
We
checked
named it after
Salem.
Teenage Witch. Do we really just do that? Fuck. Anyways, and yeah. So I'm cool. I'm just assuming that Savannah and Salem are like in the same slot at all times. Like I just assume that now.
Salem's in my backpack.
Is Benjamin with you?
Benjamin's with Alpha, right?
Yeah.
In the gourd.
Well, you can't stay in the gourd.
You can't stay in the gourd.
Yeah.
So Benjamin's climbing the stairs. Oh, am I gonna make an athletics check for Benjamin? Jesus.
He's an athletic boy.
Yeah. Same stats as Alpha.
Yeah. Probably more athletic than me. The rest of us.
Sure, just a strength.
He's a natural.
Yeah, 14. He's fine.
Benjamin killing it.
He's like waiting for us up ahead, as dogs do. They like run past you.
Yeah, he's fine. He's just like, yeah, he's like, are we gonna play fetch on these crazy stairs? Yeah, he's like, no, he's ready for it. Yeah, you guys go ahead. The three that did it. So Silver, Sikes, and Savannah, roll me another athletics check.
Oh, I got a nat 20, but it's
I got 19.
but it's a negative 1, so it's nice. Come on, Silver.
You got this, Silver. You got this.
Silver.
I can feel it. This is not.
Oh, nat 1.
That is
Alright.
painful.
That's a nat 1, baby.
Ironically, and I chose my words really well here. Silver dies on the stairs. You know, like this. It's the journey has been enough, and you just literally go down, and you're just like, you're gonna have to be carried up the rest of the stairs.
Oh wow.
Benjamin.
You can tell that like Silver is still like trying.
He's just like,
But it's so hard.
He's down to Silver at some point goes down to his hands and knees, and it's just like it's just like head down, like hitting the steps, like just not look good. Are you guys gonna help him?
Yeah, I just like kind of tap on the top of my shell, like hop on.
You're able to climb onto the back of Sniff's shell if you'd like, Silver.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sniff. Yeah, you're fine. You're able to. It sucks, and by the time Sikes, Savannah, and Silver, you all fall the fuck down as you get to the top of the stairs. And yeah, you're about you're like 1,400 feet up in the air in the boughs of this tree, and you see that on this massive branch there is a like kind of just a lane on top of the actual tree, and built into the tree are like into these wood carved kind of Spartan homes for the Knights of the Heart Tree. And you see there's like a training yard. There's clashing of steel in the distance as they train over the side. And yeah, you guys are all really fucking sweaty. It is like even the people that very successfully like got 19s on their athletics, like even you, Sniff, like you're fine with a 19. But that sucked.
Do we see any water nearby?
Yeah, there's like you see these like there's been like little holes carved literally into the wood where that actually catches rain, and you can go and get a ladle and drink water.
Is any of the water look holy?
This water does not look holy, no.
Okay. I'm still gonna go over and I'm not even gonna ladle up. I'm just gonna out of the little bowl.
Oh my god, yeah. And Salem pops out of your shoulder bag and he like crawls
right
over, and you guys are doing it together, and it's adorable.
Or creepy. One of them.
Alpha, you're gonna join him with Benjamin, because Benjamin's gonna go over. He's gonna look at them. He's just like, no, I'm not going over by the cats. Fuck that.
I'll wait until they're done, and then we'll go over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Benjamin comes over. He's like nudges you.
And then I think, no, that's good.
After seeing the cats and dogs get at the water, I kind of don't want to get the water now. So I'm
I
just
think
gonna
there's
wait.
more than one. He said there were a couple carved in.
I'll go to another one.
Yeah, you can find another spot. You can
You
find
don't
another
want
spot.
cat slobber.
Yeah, just a little aftertaste, man.
Just
Backwash.
ode to Savannah. Anyways, sorry, it's gross. It's really gross. Sorry, Savannah. Anyways, as you are, do it, you see that Saul approaches, and yeah, and he looks a little bit awkward, and he's like, I would ask you all to follow me and help make report. It appears that the High Cardinal is here and wishes to speak to about our experiences. When addressing the High Cardinal, you will address him as His Eminence, and you will, when you enter his abode, you will bow at the door, open the door, bow again, and then once asked, you will approach, bow again, and then take a knee on the seal of the heart tree. I apologize that this is short notice, but these niceties must be observed in the presence of the High Cardinal. Do you understand?
So, open door, bow, walk in, bow.
No.
Walk
Sorry.
up, bow?
You must bow to the door, open the door, bow to the doorway, and then once he says, yeah, you come forward to the seal, bow, take a knee, and then he'll ask you questions.
Ooh, okay.
That was 3 bows total?
There's 3 bows.
One to the holy door.
Right. And then once
One to the holy
dismissed,
doorway.
you bow your head, stay bowed until he's left, and then you can get up, leave, and you gotta bow before you exit the door. So 5 bows total.
When I close the door, do I bow to the door again?
I don't know, man. It's like, you gotta show, I don't know. Yeah, when you close the door, you don't have to bow again. That would be redundant.
That would
That's
be
redundant.
Okay.
That's redundant. Okay.
Yeah, that.
I had this joke for a while, and it still made me happy.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
It wasn't funny. It was fun to do, though.
Okay.
All right.
I think
I
we got
walk
it.
up to the door.
Oh my god, I love it, Chesh. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Chesh has the Hellboy meme of him carrying the corpse, and it's absolute perfection. All right. So, are you guys gonna agree to this or to his terms? Or he seems to just be stating what you're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, like.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
He's like,
we're all
"Follow
friends
me."
here.
He's gonna take you into the church, and yeah, he's going to bring you to the very edge of the tree, and you see that there's these carved archways. So it's actually a physical room inside the tree, and he's going to come to the door, and he's going to bow at the door.
As a turtle, I do my best job at trying to bow.
This is not really a thing you can actually physically do, so
I don't think I can.
yeah, you can bow your head. He doesn't seem to care about the depth, so it's not
Okay.
it's not that bad, right? And he doesn't like know that. He's gonna bow. Does everybody bow?
Yeah.
Yeah. He opens the door. He bows again.
Yes.
You can kind of just follow along with Saul as he goes.
Yeah.
Great.
If I'm still strapped to Sniff's shell, I'm just gonna try to nod my head, but just
You didn't take a level of exhaustion because Sniff carried you, so you are you're able to walk on a flat climb. No, Sniff got a 19. You guys did great. Like he carried you on his back. Yeah, it's fine. So you're able to bow on your own. You know, kind of worse for wear. I don't think you actually sweat either. We probably need to have like an offline chat about what human functions do and don't happen, to be honest with you. I do not assume you sweat, to be honest with you, or need to, but yeah, as you move into the church, you're able to come to it, and you see at the far end is his eminence, and the seal's pretty obvious because it's like one of those long distance churches, so you have to walk maybe like 40-50 feet inside the pews of like this long church, and you see that there's kind of this red smoke coming out from the sides of the church, and there's these lit lanterns all the way through, and it looks like stone, but it's actually just the wood of the tree has been carved in the shape of stone, or like kind of to look like stone, so it looks like this giant wooden amphitheater with a symbol of the heart tree on the far end, and standing at the front dais is this 12-foot tall robed figure, this massive figure just standing there. And you guys approach to the kind of the middle pews, and you see that Saul goes down, he bows, and then goes down to one knee on the seal.
I squat.
One knee on the seal.
I squat because I don't think I can kneel.
You have knees though. You just don't have a waist.
Oh, true. Yeah. Okay. I'll kneel. I think it's awkward. I'll do it.
It might have to be like a crouch. I mean, what happens to your other leg is like your shell touches the ground.
You could like kneel with one leg really far out. Demonstrate for us.
You just like sit. Yeah.
I still feel like sitting is disrespectful. Don't sit.
I just slowly retract my legs into my shell until my shell is just barely above the ground.
Oh yeah, that works.
Yeah, you just kind of go down.
Trying to figure this out.
You just go down, sorry.
Yeah.
And you just sort of pop down, flow down there. And you're all there. And this giant figure slowly comes forward. It approaches. It doesn't walk. It's sort of like the robe line just sort of floats forward. And you see that it has this golden steel mask with kind of this giant elaborate headdress in the shape of tree boughs coming out of the top of its head as it approaches. And it comes right up to you. And then it speaks out, and you both hear it in your head and inside your mind. Tell me what has happened at Farrington.
And Jack, what is this figure called again?
This is the High Cardinal.
High Cardinal, that's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Yep, there's been I will say, keep track of that. There's been there are multiple figures in this church, and they're all vaguely religious, so try to keep track of some of this stuff. And I will send you guys a list, so cool. When they become relevant, in which they have not yet, so. Friar Fair was a devoted man, if a little bit of a fanatic. Does anyone here know why he would choose to kill Inquisitor Applebottom? So I don't believe any of you actually know, so I don't think any of you are lying any context here.
Yeah, no. We're all curious about that as well.
Were any of you present for the murder?
I don't believe so.
No.
No one was there when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
In the room.
So you know that Liv was there, correct?
I was in a back room.
She was not in the room.
There's only one Liv, one room, and I believe you were behind the podium, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought I was in the reliquary.
Oh, that's right. There was a room. I did say that. Okay, we'll go with that. Yeah, not in the room. Okay, use of language succeeded. Well done.
Thank you.
Have any of you talked to Friar Fair since he is accused of his murder?
Yes, I did.
What did he tell you?
I only asked if he did, which he admitted to, but when I asked why, he only said that we should investigate Castletop.
How curious. I wonder.
So there can be no question as to his guilt.
I wouldn't say that. It definitely seemed out of character for him.
Yeah. This is a loving man turned murderer.
Yeah, and right before the pumpkin carving festival or competition, that's his favorite thing. He was looking forward to it so much. Why would he?
A mystery indeed. But if the question of the crime is that did he kill an Inquisitor, the answer is yes. No?
But was he in control of himself?
Yes, are you guilty if your hand is forced?
Whether or not the hand was forced or not, you are the object by which was used to murder a High Inquisitor.
Would the knife then be guilty as well?
We would certainly dispose of a murder weapon, yes. Would you bear to slice fish once it is done in your mother?
I mean, if it wasn't your mother. Liv's not going to answer. She doesn't.
Yeah, I was about to say, are you going to say that out loud? Liv?
No.
Okay, cool.
She's thinking it. There's like a really, really soft thought there.
Sikes is trying to appeal to this guy's, whatever this is, sense of caring. Just like, have you ever been in a place where you've never had control of your body? And this person did terrible things at this point. To not do this, and you're going to blame him for it? He's already suffered enough by doing something against his own will. A loving man.
Make a persuasion check.
Hey. I got a 10.
No dice. Yeah, no. Even with a +5, damn, brah. I'm sorry. I was
rough rolls.
Warlock, rough roll, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, he's
Truly the question is information.
If you can see defined evidence as to who forced his hand, I would be willing to open up an investigation. But without such, we have his own word against him that he killed Applebottom.
His own word did also include to look into Castletop.
Well, if you care about such things, I suggest you do that. As for us, I am not concerned with Castletop existence. We closed that case many years ago.
Peculiar.
It's interesting, Your Eminence, that you have deemed the case closed, but the spirit of Ruby Lane still murders among Barrington streets.
You are inside the Heart Tree, child. I ask the questions here.
It was a statement, not a question.
Please try to keep those to yourself as well.
From whence have you all come?
Your
Your
manner
of dress is strange.
We are trappers from outside of Farrington.
Oh, make a deception.
Should I assist? If anyone assists?
How would you assist?
Because we have a trap material as one of our inventory items. So I think Silver does.
So you produce the trap and be like, trapper!
Yeah, we have evidence that we're trappers.
Yeah, okay. He weaseled his way in there. Go ahead, Liv.
Okay, the first one is a 9.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, second one,
Oh.
6.
Oh,
Shit.
Okay.
You all gave your blood at the gate, yes?
Yes, and swore the oath.
Yeah.
Excellent. Please. Travelers such as yourself... Hold on. Travelers such as yourself do not need to be in the tree this evening. Allow me to sponsor you a stay at the Shady Bow Inn this evening. Or sorry, the Shady Spot Inn. It's the least we can do.
I don't believe that.
Is there an elevator to get back down?
You could always slide down the pole.
You have a pole?
There's
Yes.
a slide that's less straight down.
Saul, as you're doing this, is literally he's just shaking with just like, what the fuck, guys? He said not to ask questions. Like, Saul is just, this has gone so poorly, and Saul is just like, what the fuck? And he is expecting to like get lashed or something, but he is just like not.
We were just answering questions.
Okay, well, no. Definitely questions were asked at some point, so let's not, like... that only worked once for Silver, okay?
I'll speak again, because, I mean, why not?
He's gonna turn around and float away from you guys. Dismissal is done. Unless you guys have any last questions to shout after him.
Didn't Farrington need like another priest to come in to maintain the barrier? Is that what the whole thing was?
He pauses and turns, and he's like, "We will dispatch a priest to maintain the barrier.
Oh, cool.
Although, I doubt one will be necessary." And he turns and floats away.
One final question, Your Eminence. How did you deem the case closed?
He turns. There's no one living there anymore. There's nothing to investigate. He turns around and floats away.
Then who deemed it closed?
He doesn't answer and continues to float.
Was the town gone?
About to be.
Bro is floating. He's just floating, straight up floating, into the reliquary, because there's a room. I'm just teasing. I'm sorry.
Well, Saul, do you have to bow to get out of here?
Saul bows, and then he pops up and starts like backpedaling out the door.
I'm not gonna bow as I just like get up, brush off my knees, and just leave.
As Silver does that, I'll lean over to Alpha. That's called a social faux pas.
Yeah. Who else? Does anyone else want to show direct disrespect, or is there any question?
I will nod, just like a quick ball.
Yeah, very quick. Yeah. You guys are able to do the process and get outside, and on the far side, Saul's gonna shut the doors, and he's literally like, as he shuts the doors, he's just gonna like, kind of just go down to both his knees and just be like, oh. By the
That went
fiery
rather well.
fruit. What the fuck?
I do too.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah,
Didn't
priest
say
get
anything about
dispatched.
kneeling at the door.
I see why Applebottom wasn't the nicest guy if he had to answer to that one.
Honestly.
Can you please stop?
Oh, so. Well, thanks for guiding us.
Yeah.
Appreciate your help, buddy.
Yep, you're a good guy.
Yeah, we'll go check out the shitty inn.
We'll put a good review in.
Yeah, 5 stars.
Look, just my suggestion, if you really want to help Friar Fear, is go talk to or go talk to somebody in the King's Palace, right? So 2 branches of government. The sheriff is run by that anyways, so this dude could theoretically never order the sheriff to do anything, although the sheriff would probably have done it if he had asked. More importantly, technically the Sheriff Good falls into that, he falls under the mayor, who the mayor falls under, the king. So somebody at the king's office could probably order a proclamation. So go fucking talk to them, and if you really want to get that dude off.
So who is this guy in charge of?
And all the inquisitors, priests, all that jazz.
Why is he so tall?
He's tall. I don't know.
But
he
why
prays
does he
a lot.
not walk? There's no feet.
I think
He's
because he's
floating?
shorter than he actually is.
He's full of prayers, man. He's full of prayers. He's so tall. He's closer to heaven than the rest of us.
What?
Perhaps.
I've heard something about that with high heels.
Is that what high heels are for? I thought it was to make butts look good.
No, they make you closer to heaven.
It's the hair. Higher to God.
Ah, yes. Somebody else has lived in South Texas. Great. Anyways, I'm just joking.
Actually, high heels were worn by butchers to keep the blood off their feet.
Is that an actual
Originally.
thing? Is that an actual thing? That's cool.
100%.
That is like a fun fact, because I always thought it like it was somebody that had the concept of the person figuring out the first set of high heels is horrifying, because he's like, yeah, come here, lady, let's make your butt look good.
Now in all
slow down
fairness,
women.
all fairness, it could be like I'm not.
Probably
Obviously, the
platforms,
stiletto is different.
Majority of the history of the high heel is definitely about sexualization. Let's not let that away. Let's not let them get off with that one, Chesh. I'm just saying it's fine.
That's what I was saying. Obviously, we have taken the original design and have made it yeah.
Again,
But
nothing wrong with the power of the high heel, but let's just it's a sexual space. How about that? I don't know. I really enjoy this. I'm not gonna lie. Every D&D butcher you encounter from now on will be wearing high heels. Just that's just a fact in every PPP game from this moment onward. Y'all go find a butcher right now. I don't know why you need to find a butcher, but he's gonna be wearing great. He's just gonna be fucking he's just gonna be fucking stepping all over that shop. It's gonna be amazing.
Jack, how many high heels would the centipede butcher have to have worn in our last campaign?
All right, how many?
Sorry, I'm done.
Yeah. For the record, it was a human centipede situation, so it was people sewn together. And the question too is also, did they have high heel hands? All of which I do not want to answer. So, yeah. It is now 9:00, which is the end of this podcast. And I'm sorry that we did not get very far, but you guys did make it in Necropolia. So thank you guys so much for listening. I really appreciate it. All our viewers for listening. Thank you for tuning in tonight. And for meeting the High Cardinal. And we'll figure out what that dude's floaty deal is next time. And I think the current theory is that he's a very short man using some sort of fly spell or something.
The spell Hot Air and Arrogance.
Oh yeah, I really love it.
Homebrew.
Silver's just very pissed about this, isn't she? Just
Very furious. Just a silent frothing anger.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, it's great. I love it. You've never felt so alive, It's great. Which we need to talk about, anyways. Yeah. From everyone here at the Pen and Paper Pod, and by extension the Tuscan Shed Media Network, thank you for watching our stream this evening. We'll be back next week, and I am so excited. I'm so grateful that all of you are here. Cody never showed up. I'm gonna tear a piece off him, but it's good. But he's on his way to town. We're gonna see if he pops back up for a couple episodes. Yeah. From everyone here at the Pen and Paper Pod, and by extension Revon Gothica, this has been Sikes, played by Tanner, Silver, played by Chesh, Sniff, played by Justin, Savannah, played by Ange, Liv, played by Karina, and of course Alpha, played by Max. Forgot your name for like 1.5 seconds. I'm very sorry. Anyways, yeah, thank you for listening.